the sports ball. So I was, that's where like my tattoo place was, and I was like, this is terrible. This is real bad planning.
Hello, Twitch. I gotta get the camera situated, and then we'll, do things. I'll be right back.
I just finished playing a Waste Marches adventure where I was critted 4 times.
That's not good. Did you survive?
I did, because I am a druid, a moon druid, but I was eaten by a T-Rex and then stood on by 4 velociraptors. 2 failed death saves, but I made it.
I hear you. I already fed you twice. She doesn't care. If she could get fed like a dozen frickin' times. God damn these headsets. Just sit on my ear for fuck's sake. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna get your cameras captured. And I suppose give you a character sheet so you can at least look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Edit.
That's not
You will control that one. And Chris will control this one. Boop. Let's see if Alicia answered me or not. Nope. She said she had the cold. I assume she's probably passed out. I would be. Say hello in Twitch for anybody who's... I almost typed Twitch in Twitch instead of typing hello.
Twitch.
Say hello. Let's say hello in Twitch for anybody's Twitch. There. Let's see here. Add a screen capture. We will add Martin. Boom. You go right. Hey! I am Dentier. How are you doing this evening? How are you doing this evening? And Miss Adventure?
Hello, Miss Adventure.
Joining us for some new craziness while I get some cameras set up. I need to move that way because I sit weird anyways. And to the back. To the back! Camera, to the back. And we are going to capture another screen thing.
I know, I just was saying that I was critted 4 times.
Oh yeah, I heard that. My headset fell off while I was taking my stupid knit shirt off. What happened?
In our West Marches campaign, there was a T-Rex, and I was eaten. And then there was a Velociraptor swarm. And I got stood on by all of them.
Well, that sounds not at all great. I mean, it doesn't sound it sounds exciting, but not fun.
No, 4 ate me. Yeah, I got eaten a lot. Luckily, I'm a moon druid, so I was able to turn into a bear halfway through, and not entirely done. But I had 2 unarmed, or 2 failed death saves.
Ooh, yeah. When that second one hits, you like your butthole clenches up. You're like, oh god, no.
Well, he hit me the first time. He hit me for the first crit was 59 hit points, and I had 34 as a bear and 39 as me.
Holy shit!
Then,
shit!
Then the T-Rex went away, and then I had I was a bear, and it was 14, 15, and 17, and I was like, and I had 2 hit points before that when I was a tiefling before I changed from the raptors, and I was like, I'm real unconscious.
Ouch. Ouch. Hey, Otis Law. Hello, people. I'm assuming some of these folks are your fine followers. Yes?
Dan is.
Alright. That's my mouse. Could you not? Could you not? Alright, let's, I got everybody captured who's here. 2 of my players are not here. We will do their character creation next week. You 2 are more than welcome to sit on that while we cover some more gameplay stuff for this system, which I'm still learning. I say as high-pitched as I can. So let's do this. Hello.
Hello.
They can see us now. Hi guys. So normally on Friday nights, I've been running a D&D campaign called The Bloody Bucket, and while it was fun, and it will be fun still, it's all. I have something stuck to my hand. That's all. I also have ADHD. It's all modular, so there's really not a whole lot of storytelling, which is the aspect of D&D that I really enjoy. So we will be playing off and on between Bloody Bucket and this campaign, Legends of the West. We'll be using Chronicles of Darkness to play this, which is a D10 based system. If you're familiar with like Vampire the Masquerade and Werewolf, this is the system they're built on, and we're just humans though. We're not cool frickin' supernatural things. Doesn't mean they won't meet supernatural things. Because there will be some supernatural elements. I gotta make this bigger so I can actually see what the fuck is going on. There will be some supernatural elements that they probably run into. So, they have been assigned their character sheets. This is basically going to be character building, and just going over some basics of the system. If anybody knows the system really well, please, by all means, say something in chat if we fuck up royally. Because we probably will. So wrong words. If anybody who's watched the channel, you guys know that I run all my RPG games on this for charity. And this month and next month charity is Autism Speaks. If you would like to donate to Autism Speaks, you can scroll down to my panels. There is an Autism Speaks banner. It'll take you on over to Tiltify. Tiltify's alerts don't work all that well with Stream Elements still. So if you donate, say something, because you can purchase things for the players. I have the new system further down the panels under the donations panel, where you can actually see that if you donate $2, you can add a D10 to a player's dice pool, which we'll get into the understanding dice pool later. You $5 can give a player a one-time use on a merit. $10 will give them a one-time use on a supernatural merit. And $15 will give the players one of Dr. Emmett Decker's cure-all concoctions, which will heal them completely of whatever wounds they might have. So, let's do this shit. I usually go around and say who you are and who you're playing, but we don't know who you're playing yet. But let's go ahead and go around and say who you are. Chris, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am Cowpeeler on Twitter and Instagram. For the most part, I mainly post pictures of alcohol and woodworking projects. That's pretty much it.
All right. Emily.
I am M. Crimson Kitty on Twitch and on Twitter. I generally variety stream. I was playing a lot of PUBG, but I'm not at the moment. I'll get off my soapbox. But and that's pretty much it.
What are you trying to say about PUBG?
There's loot boxes and then there's keys, and I can't pick if I can have loot boxes that have keys. I'm real grumpy about it.
Yeah.
Because like if
Yeah.
I don't mind having the keys if I can pick that that's the box I'm getting.
Yeah.
But since it's random, it makes me crappy.
Yep. Yep. Be nice if because you have to buy the keys, don't you?
Yeah, it's $2.50
Like with
a
real
key.
money.
Yeah, and you can't put less than $5 into your Steam wallet, so you have to essentially at least buy 2 keys. Instead of being like, well, I'm just going to buy this one. You can't just even buy that one.
And then just let the other $2.50 sit there.
Yeah. Well, it's like, so you can't pick which box you get in the first place. And then you can't pick
Yeah.
what you're getting in the box, and you have to pay for the key.
I mean, I understand why they do it, because what they charge for the game isn't going to keep their servers up.
Yeah, like, I get it to an extent, and I don't mind buying the key, but I wouldn't have the choice, like, I'm going to buy this crate that has these cool things in it, knowing that I have to buy a key, instead of being forced upon me.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys have your sheets assigned to you. You can find them in the journal section, if you are familiar with Roll20, which Chris definitely is. Emily, I don't know how familiar you are. Yeah, the words.
Yeesh.
So, I'm going to open up to the character creation section of the book. And, step 1 is character concept. Have I sent you... I've sent Chris the book. Did I send you the book, Emily?
No.
Shitballs.
I was trying to look it up, but, like, I couldn't find anything that matched, and I was like,
Let me get you the link to that I totally forgot to do.
It's okay.
So, you know, I am well prepared, guys. This is my life.
I probably could have noticed if it wasn't playing, like, 700 RP games right now.
Yeah, I know how that goes. I'm sending it to your Discord.
Okay.
Because opening anything else on my desktop while I'm streaming is not the best idea.
That's fine. Okay, cool. Got it.
Okay. And I want to say, character creation is on page 24 starting. We're just going to go over some of the basic stuff.
Okay.
So the first thing is coming up with your character concept. I won't read this because we'll spend an hour here listening to me read 2 paragraphs. But basically, just a very loose idea of what your character is. Like, former Union soldier going west for whatever reason.
Oh.
Because this will take place in 1865, in the Colorado Territory, along the Platte River.
Extra.
Oh, are you near there?
Yeah.
It's you'll kind of be situated on the Platte River between Fort Collins and Fort Balls.
Fort Lupton? Fort Morgan.
Morgan.
Fort Morgan? Okay.
Because Morgan was commissioned in 1865, so they're just building it.
Okay.
So just a really, really basic character concept. I think Chris had a kind of idea for Fort O'Balls. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
he did.
Fort O'Balls.
I think I have to look up what the disease is, make sure I'm right.
Yes, Otislaw. It is a cowboy-esque RPG. Well, Chronicles of Darkness is not a cowboy-esque RPG. It's just a more modern RPG that lets you basically make a human being. And I wanted to run it in a cowboy-esque setting because Red Dead Redemption is kick-ass. And I patiently await 2.
Okay.
So Chris, I know you said you had a basic idea.
Yes.
I'll bring it over there.
Given the time frame that this takes place in, I'm kind of thinking Union soldier at Gettysburg saw some shit and is now converted to religion.
Okay.
And is making his way westward to kind of get away from things.
All right, Union soldier turned preacher. Gotcha. Excellent. This is kind of putting you on the spot, Emily.
I know. Aside from, so my idea that I came up with immediately when you said where we were was that I am a Union soldier, former Union soldier, that started showing the first signs of consumption. And so before I could be like found out, I moved to Colorado where they were sending everybody to consumption to like.
Well, yeah, because the air was cleaner.
Yeah, it was better.
So male or female character?
Female. I want to say I was like a nurse, so that's why I knew what was going on before it could be sneaky.
Okay. Were you, now, since you were a Union soldier, were you disguised as a male while you were in the military?
Trying to think. Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. Yes.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that would make sense. Yes. And then, so I left for many reasons.
Okay. All right. So that goes in your little concept area, top of the sheet, middle column, last little thing there. Oh, who is talking? Hey, Exclamity, how you doing? How are you to eat this evening? I can't talk today. It's I hope to God everybody can translate stupidese, because that's how I'm going to be talking today. Consumption, boys and girls, is what tuberculosis used to be called. Yes.
Yes.
You got the consumption.
I couldn't remember the old word. I had to look it up.
Now, I remember the old word more than I remember the new word.
Well, I was like, TB, and I was like, what does TB stand for? TB stands for tuberculosis. What is tuberculosis? I had to, like, go through all of the steps in my head.
Yeah. Yep. And I remember consumption more than TB, and there's a TB department where I work, so I have to get tested every year. You know, I don't remember that shit.
I only remember my mom used to work at a hospital and spilled a petri dish of TB on herself. So she had work in the hospital when she was a kid, or younger.
Ooh. That's scary.
Yeah, she's fine, but she's exposed, so she can't do things that.
That's scary, because that's if she's infected with it, and it can lay dormant for years.
Mm-hmm.
If it becomes active, that's 9 months or more on antibiotics, where she cannot have contact with anybody else.
Yeah.
Basically.
It was years ago, but yeah. It was before I was a thing.
Did she get tested every year?
Yeah.
Okay. And this just turned into a TB chat. Hi, guys.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Sorry, you guys got step 1 done, the character concept. Step 2 is anchors. Once you have a general idea and some goals, apparently concept also includes goals. So let's go ahead and think of some goals for your characters real quick. So we know Emily's character is one of her goals is to not her disease not to be furthered.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What other goals would you have? Would your character have? Emma's character doesn't die in a week. I mean, it takes a lot longer for TB to kill somebody. It's called the wasting disease for a reason.
Yeah.
So, looking at the book, the anchors are a virtue and a vice. Is that what I'm reading correctly here?
Let's see here. Once you have a general idea and some goals for your characters, you can define a bit more of his person. His sexist book. His or I'm gonna fix this. His or her personality. You do this by selecting anchors. Anchors are those things that help a character retain his or her sense of self and drive his or her behavior. For a moral character in the Chronicles of Darkness, his or her anchors are his or her virtues and vices. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you would pick some virtues and vices. Let's see here. For each of your character's anchors, decide on the description of a major personality trait or motivation for your character. Something like ambitious, honest, kindness, or greed. That is your personality trait.
What?
So,
don't-
I think for the purposes of this, a virtue would probably be just and a sense of fairness.
Okay. I think virtues are actually discussed further back in the book as well.
Page 29. 28, 29.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, 28, 29 on the PDF. It's 27 for me.
Yes.
Because I has a physical book. That's what I made sure. I made sure to buy myself a physical book as well as the PDF because I like a physical book.
Okay, so
I likes it a lot.
acting on virtue is difficult.
Do what?
Oh, I'm just reading the thing. I was trying to figure out. So, if my goal is to stay as like a nurse, helping people as long as I can,
Okay.
instead of like normally what would happen would be, especially some of the consumption, they would end up in brothels.
Yup.
So if my goal is to not be that and to instead help people as a nurse, I'm trying to figure out.
So example virtues are competitive, and not in a douchey way. They describe it as competitive as you're pushing yourself to be better, not competing with somebody else to be better than them. Generous, just, and loyal are example virtues. And there was a doctor in the late 1800s, I can't remember the exact date, late 1800s, early 1900s, out of New York, who continued being a doctor after he contracted TB. He would go to upstate New York to live in the wilderness and would get better and then go back to the city and be a doctor. And when he started feeling shitty again, he'd go back up to upstate New York and live in the wilderness and start feeling better.
I guess that word, generous. Wow, why can't I say that word?
Welcome to my life.
Because it would be hard to be generous if you're like, I would like to help you, but also like, I'm kind of dying.
Yeah. So generous is the book describes it as, I'm sure you read it. Your character feels sexist fucking book, man. Your character feels at his or her best when giving to others. He or she may give to charity or simply lend items to friends with no questions asked. A generous character may be taken advantage of sometimes, but he or she isn't in it for the thanks or hope of repayment. I can't really complain too much because D&D books use a lot of she pronouns.
This one here actually, under virtue and vice, it uses the female pronoun.
Oh, does it? Oh wait, under vice it uses female? Yeah. Sexist fucking book. So it's So it's males are only virtuous and females are the what the?
This shit is. It's all she. Oh yes, it is. I am aghast.
Where's the goddamn publisher information in this fucking book?
It is. I can't. That's wow.
Tanya's going to be writing an angry.
It is a strongly worded letter.
Indeed I shall be. The Onyx Path, you are getting a letter from me, and you're not gonna fucking like it. Giving will cure my TB. I will say this. Dr. Emmett's cure-all will not cure your TB. Our Dr. Emmett Decker's cure-all concoction will not touch your TB since it is a backstory item for you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it will not cure my TB.
Yeah, we just need to find a tonic salesman. You'll be all set.
Yeah, Dr. Emmett Decker. He is an NPC you could meet.
Oh, true.
All right.
Chris will be carrying.
So what are you guys going to use as your vice?
As it is a vice of mine in real life, I think alcohol will work.
Okay. All right.
I was going to go with arrogant so that I can, since obviously I feel like I am the best person to be taking care of people, even though I'm just making sick.
So Chris will be carrying this game then? What?
He's so mean to me.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's right. He's one of your followers. Be nice. Alright, you guys got your 2 anchors. Next is your 3 attributes. So, if I go look at your character sheets right fast. Hey, it's the rule. Is it really? Is it really? Alright, so you got three groups of attributes. You have the mental, the physical, and the... I can't remember the third one. Hold on.
Social.
Thank you. Yes, the mental, physical, and social. And then on the left-hand side of the character sheet, you have, next to attributes, you have power, finesse, and resistance. The attributes that are on that line represent power, finesse, and resistance. So, for your attributes, you have to choose your primary, your secondary, and your tertiary attribute. So, if you want to be mental, if you want to be physical, or if you want to be social. So, whichever you pick as your primary attribute, you would get 5 points to spend. So you can fill in 5 different dots.
Alright, that makes no sense, Tanya.
Yeah, I'm like...
What do you mean? What do you mean? It makes perfect sense to me. Here. So, I don't know how well I'm going to fold the sheet up so I can just show you a little bit of it. So on the physical sheet... I don't know how well you can read that, but you have the squares around these sections. So one section is going to be, this one is the mental, this one is the physical, this one is the social. So you can see the dots, you see the dots next to them, you get a free dot for every single one. That's why you already have 1 black dot there.
Gotcha. Okay.
But whichever one you pick as your primary, you get 5 dots to fill in. So you can choose 5 more dots to fill in on any one of these items. So if you pick mental, you could have intelligence, wits, and resolve. You can fill 5 total dots in that area. So you can have 3 intelligence, 2 wits, and 2 resolve. Or whatever, however you want to do that. 3 intelligence and 3 wits. and 2 resolve. If that makes sense.
It's getting there.
Okay.
So, as a nurse, or Dr. Quinn medicine woman,
Yes.
you probably want intelligence to be your primary, or
Yeah, that's what I was
your
thinking.
mental stats to be your primary, because I believe healing people falls under mental. Yeah, medicine is under mental.
Okay.
All right, so Emily went with a total of 4 intelligence, 2 wits, 2 resolve. Okay. Chris is still trying to decide.
I am thinking physical for this one.
Okay.
Due to the drive and the firearms.
Yes.
So.
So your concept was former Union soldier.
Yes.
And I know you said something about maybe gunslinger.
I was leaning towards that. But in terms of the way to get from Union soldier to preacher, it would be he killed way too many people during the war.
So you were a marksman in the Union?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, sharpshooter.
Okay, so you probably want to do quite a bit of dex.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Okay.
So I can just add in a total of 5 dots in here.
Yep, you can add a total of 5 dots. I think, let me make sure that the 5th dot doesn't cost you 2 points. I think that's what it does. So you can max out dex, and that's all you can do.
Okay.
Because I think that fifth point costs you 2.
Okay, yeah, I
cost 2.
Yeah, how it is here. It's not bad.
I read it somewhere. Damned if I remember where. It was in this book, I'm sure. I am almost positive it was in this book somewhere. Attributes. Okay, so it says, so the book says all characters start with 1 dot in each attribute, which is below average for that attribute. 2 dots represent the average ability, 3 dots is above average, and 4 dots is someone who is truly exceptional. A character with 5 dots in an attribute has reached the peak of human potential within that attribute. When you talk about the cost that you bastard. I read it somewhere. I am almost positive I read it somewhere. I will have to You're good. You took some stamina.
I'm all set.
You're fine. You took stamina, so I don't have to worry about it. So then you pick your secondary out of the other 2, and you get 4 points to spend. So 4 dots.
Okay.
And then if you haven't guessed it yet, your tertiary is 3.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out which is better.
It's up to you guys, man. Oh, Chris is going mental secondary.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Chris, you will notice that your health stuff changed too down below once you picked stamina.
I saw that.
So that is your total health. And health in this game is weird.
Oh my gosh, my health is so sad. Okay.
No, it's not that bad. Because so health in this game is if you're punched or you're hit with something that isn't considered a weapon, it's considered bludgeoning damage. So that'll heal in like 15 minutes. If you are hit with a weapon, that's considered lethal damage, and that takes 2 days to heal completely.
Oh.
Once you hit full lethal on your health, because what it is it's weird. So, for example, if I have an NPC that punches Chris's character, in the square boxes below his circular health, he'll click it once and it'll be a slash mark.
Okay.
If that character then stabs him with a knife, he will move his bludgeoning damage 1 over and turn the bludgeoning damage into lethal damage in that first one. So he'll have, which would be an X. So he'll have a lethal and then a bludgeoning damage. So he would take 2 days and 15 minutes to completely heal.
Okay.
Anything past lethal is called something else. And when you reach the point where all of your bars are full of that, you dead.
Yeah.
If all of your bars are at lethal, you are considered bleeding out, and after a time period, those lethal marks become that other thing, and I can't remember the full name of it. And I have to look and remember exactly how long it is, but it's going to be a while before we get into that anyways. But at bleeding out, the doctor could perform a medicine check and help heal some of that or staunch the bleeding to stop them from bleeding out. Otherwise, they did. And unlike D&D, there is no resurrection.
Oh.
And Tanya, for primary, secondary, and tertiary, it was 5-4-3.
Yep, 5-4-3. So we got 3 points to spend in your tertiary. Ooh, the doctor went social as their secondary.
No, I wasn't sure. I didn't know what to do.
I was kind of expecting that because doctor, bedside manner.
Yeah, but you need to be able to hold
nurse.
Things. That's why I was like, well, I'll just put. I don't need to be strong. Also, I'm probably not because sick.
You have the consumption.
I have the consumption. What is her name in that movie? That was helpful.
Which movie?
Nicole Kidman and the singing movie. Why can't Moulin Rouge?
Oh yeah. When you said consumption, I immediately went to shit. It was a Showtime. The Frankenstein monster show thing. With the chick that had consumption and was a prostitute and then died and was resurrected as a freaking Frankenstein's monster.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, okay. And then went completely
picture a Western.
and then went completely batshit.
Yeah, I can picture a Western with a prostitute that had consumption too, and I can't think of what it is.
I can't either. She was when she was alive and had consumption, I was like, oh, she's not a bad person. The fuck happened?
Wait a minute.
I'm like, apparently she really is a bad person.
She is.
Alright, step.
Tuberculosis, I immediately thought of Doc Holliday.
I think it probably is Doc Holliday, what I'm thinking of.
Except for he wasn't a prostitute, or was he?
He wasn't, but I feel like there was a prostitute that had it.
Probably.
It might have been another Western, too. 310 to Yuma, maybe, is what I'm thinking of?
Oh, possibly. I haven't seen that in a long time.
310 to Yuma was, they had to get Russell Crowe to prison.
Yeah, but I think there might have been a prostitute that had... Basically, if it's a Western, there's a prostitute with consumption.
Yes.
Certain is how that works.
I mean...
one of the women in the beginning that visits does have tuberculosis. She starts coughing and had to move out west.
Oh.
What? Who what, huh?
I might have to watch that this weekend.
What was that again, Chris? I was reading.
310 to Yuma. One of the prostitutes there has tuberculosis and had moved out west because of it.
Okay, cool. All right. So, step 4 are your skills. Prioritize categories. Blah, 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 blah. Let me go read this thing here. Step 4 skills. Like attributes, skills are divided into mental, physical, and social categories. However, unlike attributes, you do not get a free dot!
Oh, rude.
Bastards. Steady bastards. No free dots for you. So you get to skills represent application of your abilities. These are things that you have learned from training, books, or teachers. Having no dots in a skill means that you have no training with it, and are barely capable. 1 dot means you have cursory training, or dabble in the skill, while 2 dots put you at professional level. 3 dots represents excellent training or experience. 4 is outstanding, and 5 dots means you are one of the absolute best in the world. Like attributes, use a primary, secondary, and tertiary category for your skills. It doesn't say you have to have the same. So if you went mental with your attributes, you can go social with your skills. And however you want to do it, because it doesn't say it has to match your attributes. So, for your primary skills, you get 11 dots, or 11 points to spend. I will say this. Under mental, there is one that says computer. Let's ignore that one.
That's not there.
I could also say under mental, where it says computer, we can call that technology, like steam engine shit.
Okay. Like steampunk-ish things.
Well, no, there are trains. I mean, there are steam-powered trains.
That's straight.
Hack the wagons. I'm gonna need you to make a technology check to see if you can hack this wagon. Plug the USB into the horse's ass, please.
Which way does it go?
Tanya, where are you seeing that there's
Air horse.
11 points you can divide?
So...
Just following along here.
It's page 27 on the PDF.
It's page 27, where it shows you the nice little breakdown of making your character.
Okay.
But also... Nope, the bottom of your sheet doesn't have that. The bottom of the standard sheet that comes with the book has a little breakdown of character creation at the bottom of it, so it makes it fairly simple. Yeah, you're not going to be able to read that, Emily. Stop trying.
There's like a watermark down here. I was like, maybe it's part of the watermark. That's not. No. Oh my lord.
And this one, we do not have to have, or at least I don't have to have, for an example here, physical being the one I put 11 in. I can choose a different one for that.
Correct. Okay. You don't have... It doesn't indicate that you have to match what you picked for your attributes.
Okay.
It says, like attributes, select a primary, secondary, and tertiary.
Okay, what's the same?
Let me see here.
This is probably where the points you have to spend go up as you put more dots in.
That's where I'm looking. I think you might be right.
Because
Maybe.
I could be level 1 and be the greatest shot in history.
Yeah, this is really weird. And actually, you might not be the greatest shot in history. What these dots represent is your dice pool.
Oh.
So, if I have you say, so like as examples in the book,
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you want to be able to hold up a heavy object. Like, let's say, Chris, you want to pick up a barrel of fucking whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to roll a strength plus stamina check. So you would count the dots you have, and that's how many dice you would roll.
Okay.
So it increases your chances of success, because there isn't a number to hit in this.
Yeah.
It's you either succeed or you don't succeed.
So, like this one here, in that example, it would be whatever my dice is plus 3 additional dice.
No, those are your dice. So so let's just run this as an example. I'm gonna just use your sheet, Chris.
Okay. I see now why you all start off with 1 in each.
Yep.
Because you have
So
to make at least 1 roll.
yes. So in the upper right hand corner of your sheet, you have a dice roller. So when you click on the picture of the D10, it asks you what your dice pool is. So if you went strength and stamina, so strength plus stamina, you have 3 in stamina and 1 in strength. So you would roll 4 dice and just hit the submit button, and it would roll 4 D10, and it would then tell me how many successes you have.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. Trying to
3 successes.
briefly look at all the different things.
Nice, you rolled 4 9s, man. Or I rolled 4 9s for you, but. And I want to say it's anything over a 6 is a success. So now, if you were making a weapon attack, you would roll whatever it is required for that weapon attack, and then the person who you were attacking would get to roll defense. So, however high their defense is, they would roll that many dice versus yours. So if your success number beat their success number, you would hit them. Or if their success number, if their defense success was higher than your attack success, they would not get hit.
Okay.
And you have a defense on your sheet somewhere. It should automatically. Right now your defense is 1. And Emily's defense is 2. How the hell is your defense only 1? He has way more dex than you.
Oh, really? No, that's not that. Composure? Maybe?
No, it's a combination. It's a combination of stuff.
Oh.
Let's see here. Defense. Oh, defense is the lowest of dexterity or wits. That's why Chris's is 1. His wits is low.
Talking about science or academics. Scroll.
And then you would pick your secondary. Secondary gets 7 points to spend. And then the tertiary gets 4 points to spend. It says something about specialties. Let me look that up real quick. Oh, it's like... It's a riveting stream, isn't it, chat? Alright, Miss Adventure, catch you later.
Bye! Okay. So, you said 7 and 4?
Yes.
Okay.
11, 7, and 4 for your corresponding numbers and stuffs. Stuffs and things.
Okay, so for physical, drive
Book readings.
is your ability to basically drive. So in this case, Tanya, would that be like horsemanship type deal?
Yeah, we'll put drive as horsemanship and like wagons and stuff.
Okay.
Your ability to horse?
Yes.
Your ability to horse, yes. Yeah.
Expression. I'm trying to figure out, wait, I I can't find it. What is expression? Go. There it goes.
We could say that would fall under Animal Ken too, but let me go look up Animal Ken right quick.
It might be Animal Ken.
Let's see here. Such riveting. Represents an character's understanding of animal behavior. A character can use this skill to train animals, calm frightened or injured animals, or cow violent and aggressive creatures. No, we'll still say drive would fall under, like, actually horseback riding and controlling a wagon, where Animal Ken would be, calming your spooked horse. If you have one. Horses are fucking expensive. Let me go over here. So I looked up prices of stuff during this time period. Where is it? Where did it go? Okay. A good saddle horse was $200.
Oh.
Yep. And let's see here. Wages, which I also looked up. You two made it super easy for me. Since you're both military. Come on, where the crap is it? There it is. Prices and wages.
It's not $350.
Do what?
Dan said it's $350.
Yeah.
It's not $350.
Yeah. So, privates in the military made $11 a month. Musicians made more than they did. Corporals and artificers made 13. Sergeants made 17. Orderly sergeants made 20. Second lieutenants $80 a month. First lieutenants $90. Captains $130. Majors $150. Lieutenant colonels $180, and then colonels $100. Yeah, $180 a month. For infantry, cavalry got paid like skosh more. And artillery got paid the same as the cal. Well, yeah. Chaplains were $50 a month. Monthly pay for generals of divisions or brigades is $300 a month. Privates and non-commissioned officers received 1 ration a day and a yearly allowance for clothing. Thank you, Google. You're my friend.
Alright, I think I got these pretty well chosen.
I have 1 dot, and I'm like, I don't know where to put it.
Just
I'm trying not to
random
do a normal thing. I know, I'm so... Yeah. Okay.
Just think of who the character is and where they would put the dot. Build your character. Don't build something you think would be useful.
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out, if, because she's a doctor, if she would have Animal Ken, or if I should put in Persuasion because she's trying to be sneaky.
Oh.
But I think Persuasion's probably better.
That's good idea there. And then just for perspective on prices, a barrel of flour wheat superfine, which means it was still coarse as fuck to our standards, in 1860 was $7.61. A pound of flour was 3 cents. A pound of roasting beef was 11 cents. I mean,
Yeah.
man, to have those prices, but yeah, not the cleanliness. A pound of butter was 21 cents. And I actually have prices for weapons in here too, so we'll figure out how much money you have and what you might own. So you guys are both good on your skills, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
You finally figured out what I put that last one?
Yeah. Doctors can be vets occasionally, or was it the other way around? I think it's both.
What? Who, huh?
Oh, Otis Law said doctors could be vets occasionally, or was it the other way around? I think it works both ways.
Yeah, I think it kind of worked both ways.
Doctors.
And I'm pretty sure doctors were vets as well.
Yeah.
Because well, actually,
Actually, let me
in a rural area, you'd be most likely to have a vet.
instead of yeah.
So they probably acted as a doctor. Be like, you kind of look like a cow. Come on.
Well, if Walking Dead is anything, it works just fine.
I mean, sure, they do
Humans
medical
are just
training.
two-legged horses.
I mean, innards are innards. Alright, step 5 is skill specialties. What the fuck do they mean by skill specialties? Choose 3 skill specialties. That doesn't help me.
I'm scrolling.
I read most of this book. Well, I read most of the character creation portion of it. And then I skipped some of it and I read ahead to, like, things that would be important as a DM. Yummo. Really? You're not gonna fucking tell me what goddamn skill specialties are? Piece of shit book.
Oh, skill specialties allow you to differentiate more, focusing on a specific area of skill?
That doesn't help me.
I don't know.
Page 31, Tanya.
Page 31?
That's where, at least where it says skilled specialties, but
Ah.
it doesn't really say anything.
If your character has an applicable specialty when you are rolling a skill, you gain a +1 modifier, allowing you to roll an additional die. Okay, skills are very broad.
Oh, I see. At the end of each section of the skills, it has skill specialties. Or sample specialties that you can pick from.
Oh! Cool. At the end of each of the skills?
Yeah, so like it says after... Oh, let me find one that's all on one page. Medicine, it says sample specialties, cardiology, first aid, pathology, pharmacology, surgery.
Oh, okay.
And occult says...
Aha!
Eastern European folk tales ghost Mothman sightings, psychic phenomena, and urban legends.
Mothman hasn't been invented yet. Mothman was 1960.
Yeah, that's why I was like, Mothman?
Well, because the system is designed for like more modern day stuff.
For lots of things, yeah. It makes sense.
Yeah. It's designed for Vampire the Masquerade.
Oh, yeah. I want to be a rich lady.
Now, where would we put this in the sheet? Specialization.
Oh, specializations?
That's probably it.
Probably.
And how many?
Very, very likely. 3. You get to choose 3.
3? Okay.
3 specialties. Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh.
So, like, for Chris, under the firearms, sample specialties are fast draw, handguns, rifles, shotguns, and sniping.
Okay, so I think fast draw will be good.
Okay.
For medicine, should I make it more timely? So, like, triage?
Sure.
It's cardiology, first aid, pathology, pharmacology, things that weren't necessarily...
Yeah, you can make it more time specific.
Okay.
Triage, rheumatism.
Yeah, I feel like...
Your humors are off. We need to bleed you.
Leeching!
She just carries around a fucking jar of leeches.
That's where my animal ken comes from. My friends.
Do you want to say hello?
We're fine. It's fine.
Yeah, no, we're all good.
We're fine. It's fine.
Leeches, yeah, leeches do help if your blood is too thick. Yes.
Yeah, they do use those. Same thing with maggots.
Yep.
Maggots. Yeah, I am afraid of maggots. I will not be a maggot.
Yeah, no,
specialist.
that scene in Gladiator, I'm like, that is nasty as fuck, but makes sense
Yeah, that makes sense.
because they're eating the dead flesh. Mm. And I'm gonna stop there.
Yeah, I was like, I have stories. I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah, leeches also act as filters.
Oh, I don't know that I knew that. Sample specialties. Anatomy.
How did she learn about that anatomy?
What is the official Army term for a mortician, body and body part recovery specialist?
Sponge user?
It's fun. It's fine. What? Empathy. There we go. Sample specialty buried feelings? What?
What?
Oh, the specialties for empathy?
Oh, what are they?
Buried feelings, calming emotions, lies, motives. I feel like emotions is broad.
Wait, buried feelings?
Buried feelings. I feel like that's real specific, and then emotions is real broad.
Yeah. Buried feelings. That actually sounds more like a issue and not a specialty. I just bury my feelings deep down inside and hold them forever until I poop.
We've discovered anal retentiveness. It's too early. It's too early.
I gotta get this all out now because I want this to be a slightly more serious game. And if you've seen Bloody Bucket, it's not. And Ezla. I wanted Ezla to be a serious game, and that turned into a giant just clusterfuck of jokes. Like, yeah, this works. Whatever works.
You need to see a tiefling play Johnny Be Good. Serious.
Oh my god, that's amazing, man.
I didn't expect Bloody Bucket to be serious. I mean...
What is subterfuge? What could I specialize in there?
Their specialty is not having to feel feelings. Aww. But feelings need... But life needs feelings to feel. That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
You can't change my mind.
Okay. I'm trying to... Should I do... Oh, well, but I have sciences 3. Yeah, it's probably best. I'm gonna keep it where it is, or I'll keep changing things.
Or feel needs things to feeling?
That might work.
I mean, life needs things to live. Feel needs things to feeling.
Feel is her cat.
Speaking of, where is your little pudgy cat? Usually they're behind you.
I think he went outside. I fed him. He's done with me. Yeah.
I mean, well, you can't see her. Well, she was sitting there. She left. Cindy, stop fucking up my jacket. She's like,
Dan has to listen to Bowie. Dan Tier has to listen to Bowie scream a lot.
Oh.
All he does all day.
Well, that's always fun.
Has to carry the burden somewhere.
Alright, are you guys good on your specialties? Maybe, possibly?
Yes.
Yep, everybody's good. Yay! Meow, food, meow. Yeah, that's what mine sound like.
Mm-hmm. Never tried to do anything. Just screams.
Bobby! Come yell. Come here and yell. Come on. Yell at me. She's like, nah, I'll just shit under your desk tomorrow. Ha ha! Bitch, take that for paying attention to that fucking box.
What you get?
Step 6 is selecting merits.
Oh.
You get to select 7 dots worth of merits. I will put the stipulation on this. You cannot select a supernatural merit.
Okay.
Because you're not supernatural beings. That we know of.
Oh.
So merits
How
are on
many
page
dots?
47 dots worth. So merits start on page 43. Probably 44 for y'all. And, we'll, it says you can rename them, blah, 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 style merits, yada, 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 mental merits. So, for chat, you can actually purchase for the players by donating to, Autism Speaks, a one-time use of a merit. And I might leave it up to chat, or whoever makes a donation to pick what merit it is. So what I'll do is I'll see if I can't break out this section of the PDF, if it's not, totally protected. And, hey, Alicia's online now. Did she reply to me? Nope. Let me shoot her a message on here.
Ooh. Common sense.
Be like, hey, you up for character creation? You're way behind the rest of the folk. I'm surprised she's on. So like, an example of a merit for chat would be, a merit is, one of the merits is called, under mental, area of expertise. There are prerequisites. Oh, it's why I signed on. Well, you should have fucking said something!
Join us!
I got to, the cameras are probably gonna get fucked up, guys, so give me a second. I'm gonna go back to the split view so I can be annoyed by how small the screen is. And we'll add Alicia. Oh yeah, that fucked up the cameras regardless. Hey guys, I get to recapture things. It's gonna be great.
Ooh.
Nope.
Ooh.
She was here for like 2 seconds. Oh, she just signed in. I guess she's watching the stream and she heard me. Hi, Alicia. How are you? Hello. Yeah, she's watching the stream. She's like, God damn it, Tanya, shut the fuck up. Are you good? Are you good now? I tried to call. You did not. Something acted stupid.
Good time management. Well, that's certainly not one I'm gonna pick.
If you want to let the world know what you pick, you are more than welcome to.
All right. So far, I have common sense, which is 3 dots. Once per chapter, as an instant action, I can ask the storyteller a question about task at hand or course of action.
I hate that merit already.
Roll wits plus composure. If you succeed, the storyteller must answer to the best of the ability. You fail, you get no answer. With exceptional success, you can ask an additional question. What's the worst choice? What do I stand to lose? What is the safest choice? Am I chasing a worthless lead?
Hello, Alicia. How are you?
Hey, Alicia.
Sick.
Oh.
I heard that you still have the cold, yeah?
Yep.
Everybody's cameras are gonna go bye-bye for a second. So chat can't see you, so you can flip them off as much as you want right now.
I have the energy to do that.
While I recapture these cameras.
Is there a merit for not dying? I can't be a so it makes it
Is there a
much
merit
harder
for
to
not dying? I wish.
Being a bear is helpful.
And we get 5 dots to choose.
7.
Merits were
7.
7.
7 total, yeah. Because some merits cost more than others.
Ah, that's what those dots would be then, huh?
Yes, and some of them do have prerequisites, so make sure that you meet those prerequisites.
Alright, so we are going to do...
Because I was looking at the example of the area expertise, the prerequisite is resolve 2 and 1 skill specialty. I'm assuming in resolve.
Yeah.
Are you feeling a little better, Alicia?
No, I'm worse today than before, but
Oh yeah, you sound like you've got some congestion going on.
it's great.
Some like serious congestion.
But I at least wanted to introduce myself to Emily. Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I already know Chris, so he can fuck off.
Wow!
Alicia.
Wow, that is some shade.
Yeah, not even good shade.
That is some serious, just, man.
I said he could. I didn't say he had to.
I know whose character's not getting healed when we go back to Bloody Bucket. Emily will be joining us in Bloody Bucket as well.
Oh, okay. Good deal.
Because literally there is what? No, huh?
I said, can they know what I am, or do you want me to wait?
Sure, they can know what you are.
Yeah, I'm cleric. Yay. War cleric.
Yeah,
There you go. I'm good. I was nice to her. I
kind of already gave that away.
I mean, it's in the thingy.
Yeah. There, we're back now. All of our faces
I
are
do
there.
not have consumption. I am daintier. I have go screw off. That's
No,
what-
I have consumption in this game.
Oh, okay.
My character has consumption.
Yep, she opted to be somebody who has the consumptions.
I have the consumption.
Oh, that doesn't sound very pleasant.
The consumption.
The consumption.
I'm fine. Did you
All
send me
right.
the file in...
There's. Did I what?
Did you send me the file for the book in the drive, or...
I sent it to you in something.
Yeah. I just can't remember if I saved it in my desk or if it's in the drive. Oh, well, keep going.
But I put the... Okay, you're already in Roll20, so let me get you your sheet right quick. Let me do that so you can actually, like, do things. And stuff and things. So we'll start over with you. And,
I mean, keep rolling. Don't...
No, they're actually just about done.
There's so many things that apply to my
They're
person,
really-
I can't pick them all.
They're really trying to figure out a lot of shit right now. Yeah, there's only one more. There's literally only one more step that they have to take to finish their character. So I gave you your character sheet, Alicia. You should have control over it.
Okay.
The only thing that Chris and Emily really have to do is also name their characters. Or you just going by Preacher?
Just Preacher.
Okay.
I need a name.
That might just be what he goes by. But in a backstory, could you give me a name?
Yes. I will come up with something.
Because I think Paige. Well, I'm gonna fuck with your sheet for a second, Chris.
Sure.
Page 3, all the way up the top, you can see, you can see where you have flaws and allies and contacts and crap like that. Just throw a name somewhere in there, or you can even add your own little thingy-ma-bobber there currently. So that'd be great. His parents actually named him Preacher, probably Yoshi. I mean.
He comes from a long line of preachers.
Expectations for what?
Cauliflower.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Oh! Yeah. Okay.
She'll be
Could
very
you
particular.
not?
Nope. It's done. It's on air. It's done. If you hadn't said it out loud on air, maybe not. No, it's done now.
I didn't say it out loud. It's not
Yes,
official.
you did. No, you
I
did.
didn't. I said Kali what?
That's part of it. Not changing the last name.
So what does this name mean to you?
What do you mean? What does it mean to me? Hey.
Okay, Alicia. So the first thing you get to do is come up with your concept. So Chris's example for his concept is Union soldier turned preacher. Emily's is early consumption, and she disguised herself as a male to take part in the Civil War as a medic for the Union.
Cool.
So.
I'd probably say spy posing as slave in the South.
Okay. So Underground Railroad.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Where did I put this stupid thing? I don't know where it was. I can't find it on my desktop and not in my drive. I don't know what I did with it. Wait, hold on.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
I found it. We're good.
Okay. Oh yeah, because I was like, I gotta send that link. Nope. Then I forgot. Nope. That's right. I didn't send Emily the book until today. Like, at the start of stream. Because I fucked up.
Good job.
Okay, Tanya, so for one of my merits, I chose 3 levels of fast reflexes, which every dot is a +1 to initiative.
Okay.
So if I go to the settings page of the character sheet,
That wouldn't work.
Okay.
there is a thing that says fast reflexes 0.
Uh-huh.
Should I change that to 3? And should that
Sure, why not?
update that?
I don't think it will automatically update it, because I don't think you have to type in the merit, don't you?
Yes, but you don't type in what it does. Like
Yeah, no,
this one
but
here,
yeah,
it's,
you
it's
can
actually built into the sheet.
Yeah, update that to 3.
All right.
Actually,
So that should, if I roll initiative, should add +3 to that, whatever that is.
It should add 3 to whatever that is, yeah.
Okay.
And initiative is, I think it's a... Where'd it go?
Yeah,
your initiative is 11 now. So, yeah. Okay. Alright, so Alicia.
I put my female name and my male name in there.
Cool. Cool. And you will let us know what you look like in the first session. So, we will come to that later. Alicia, you get to, under your attributes, which is the first, it says attributes on the sheet.
Yep.
So you've got 3 boxes.
Yep.
The first box is your mental, the second box is your physical, and the third box is your social.
Sure.
You get to choose which one of those is your primary, your secondary, and your tertiary. So you can get you can fill in 5 dots on your primary one, 4 dots on your secondary one, and 3 dots on your tertiary one. Ooh, she went
It was
social.
5, 4, and 3, was it?
5, 4, 3, yes. All right, so we have somebody who has a primary right now in each of the attributes. So whatever Jamisa chooses to be, it's not going to matter. All right, then you will choose. Oh, I forgot that you have to choose your anchors. So your vice and your virtue for your character.
Is there a list of them, or do I just make it up?
There is a sample list. So examples of virtues are competitive, generous, just, and loyal. If you would like to choose something different, let me know what it is and why you are choosing it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You said loyal is one?
Loyal is one, yes.
Done. All right.
Oh, you missed the part where I was bitching about the book. Because all of the virtues are described in the male pronoun, and all of the vices are described in the female pronoun.
Great.
Yeah. And then choose a vice. Examples are ambitious, arrogant, competitive, and greedy. Chris went off the book and said one of his vices is excessive drinking. Or alcohol.
Sorry, say the list again? I know the last one was greedy.
Ambitious, arrogant, and competitive. Yeah, they have competitive listed as both, because, I mean, for virtue, it's you pushing yourself. As a vice, it's you're a douchebag to other people about stuff.
Yeah.
Or you're a basic PUBG player.
Get
shit on!
I'm not metagaming by using my Colorado knowledge.
Well, where you will be traveling to is a place called Sweet Meadow, which doesn't exist.
It's true.
And I've never been to Colorado, I can only assume that the area I have you in is kind of flatland. It's not actually in the mountains.
It is, yeah, it's plains.
Okay. And I'm assuming I am assuming because it's surrounded by so many goddamn rivers, it's pretty damn fertile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now it's just used for drinking beer and tubing, but
I mean, the drinking beer thing before the drinking beer thing was probably still very active.
That's
Maybe
true.
not tubing.
I'm trying to see if I can find. Why can't I think of the name of this port?
Did you got your advice, Alicia?
It was arrogant, competitive, greedy, and what?
Damn you, woman.
Sorry.
Ambitious, arrogant, competitive, and greedy.
I will go with ambitious.
Okay. Loyal yet ambitious. Interesting.
Fort Baskets.
They used barrels instead back then? I mean, sure.
Whatever. No, that's not how you spell it. Screw it.
And bitches.
Whatever, you know what I meant.
You missed one eye after the T.
I had it like that before.
Stupid thing. Alright. Your
I
next
do math
step.
for a living, not letters.
I understand.
Are we between Fort Morgan or Fort Logan? What did you say? I'm sorry.
You are near the river between Fort Morgan and Fort Collin.
Okay.
And I want to say Fort Collin has already been decommissioned. It was decommissioned in 1860. No, it was decommissioned in 1867. So no, it's still active.
There's a fort near there, but it's not in between. But I was going to send you a picture.
Oh, I Google searched forts in Colorado. Fort Oballs because I forgot the name.
This fort isn't as fun. This fort just houses stored speed traps.
Oh, but when was it commissioned?
What was it? 1835.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I read about a lot of them that were commissioned in the early 1800s. Were mostly used for the fur trade.
Yeah, it's so small. It's really weird when it's like, oh, I didn't think about that. You're driving by how tiny it is.
Alicia, your next step is choosing your skills. Mm-hmm. So same concept as you did with the attributes. You choose one skill set to be your primary. It doesn't have to be the same skills. It doesn't have to correspond with the attributes. So one is your primary, secondary, and tertiary. And you get to spend 11, 7, and 4 points in each respectively.
Okay. What would computer translate to?
Oh, yeah.
Technology. Just technology.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Just making sure.
Or as chat suggested, hacking the wagon.
Or I'll go with it.
And actually, we could even go a step further and just say computer translate to Steam technology. Because that was the big technology coming out at that time. And for the skills, boo. Where are you at, buddies? I will tell you what each skill little point thing you spend means when I find it. Really? And I can't find it. It was basically 1 point is like you're just trained in it. 2 points is you're pretty darn good at it. 3 points was almost an expert, and 4 points was like best in the fucking world or some shit.
Sure. Tenth to the world.
No, shoot. Okay, that's how you do that. All right.
Yeah. You ready?
No, I'm just picking up my primary. I still got to do secondary and tertiary.
Okay. Oh god, I was looking at Chris's seat for a second. I'm like, damn, that was fast. And you went with physical? Seriously?
Yeah, no, my tertiary is physical attribute, but no, I'm primary all in on athletics.
You could.
I could. I'm not going to. It was 11, 7, and 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. What? What? Come here. I want to pick you up. Don't run away. Come here, fat ass. Holy fuck. Oh, you're my fatty. There you go.
Hmm.
You wanna say hi to chat? Say hi to chat.
Hello, it's those cute kitties, Black Kitty. Eyeballs are so pretty. Nope, she's peace now.
No,
Is she a bobtail or does she
No,
just
she-
not have a tail? Is she meant to not have a tail, or did it?
She doesn't have a tail. Whether she was meant to be a bobtail, I couldn't tell you.
Oh, okay.
'Cause her sister has a tail.
Okay.
Her sister's the asshole that fucked up my jacket. And she has a weird little skin flap at the end of it, so I think it was broke off.
Broken.
I don't want to roll over you, kitty. I think it broke off when she was a kitten. Before I got her. Alright, Alicia, you ready?
Yep.
Alright, the next thing is... Excuse me. To pick 3 skilled specialties. So if you look at the skills you picked in the book, they list specialties you can choose from, which gives you an extra dice for your dice pool when you roll those particular skills.
Can you give me a page number?
Yep, page somewhere around 32-ish.
Gotcha.
31, so 32 for you. We'll start academics.
Okay.
That's a lot of cat emojis, Yoshi.
Now I have...
Kippa, Cool Cat, and DX Cat. I DM another game on Friday nights that will alternate with this one, which all the same players will be in, and then I also DM a game on Sundays that is run in 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. And I DM, when people remember, once a month on Girl Streamers. A 5th edition game, which... just between you and me, Emily, I think is kind of fallen to the wayside.
Is it? I know that you were gonna do in the morning, but like that's real early for me. It's 3 a.m.
But when I posted that, because when we originally posted that there was going to be D&D on Girl Streamers, there was about 4 or 5 European players who were like, "Oh man, that's just too early for me, or too late." So I'm like, all right, I'll bite the bullet and I'll get up at 5 a.m. once a month to DM a game for you guys.
Yeah.
Nobody signed up, except for the Zelda Ann, who is not European. She's like, I'll get up at 5 a.m. to play a game.
Yeah. I would like to say I would, but it's not going to happen.
Well, that would be like freaking 3 a.m. for you.
It would be 3 a.m., yeah. Well, and I'm sorry about last week. My friend literally Snapchatted me, and she's like, almost Colorado time. And I was like, oh. And then she's like, oh, no, I'm coming tomorrow. And I was like, oh. Oh.
Wait, what, Alicia?
Oh, I was just remarking that she's on mountain time as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, she lives in the mountains in the U.S.
Yeah.
She literally lives in the state. Literally lives in the state that this game is taking place in.
That would explain that earlier comment.
Yeah.
Well, the territory that this game is taking place in, she lives in the now state of.
Yeah.
Sure, fair.
I've lived north of the area and south of the area.
Now, question real quick. Recreational marijuana is legal, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know where I'm looking for a job.
You can have 8 plants, but only 3 can be blooming. A household, not per person.
No shit!
Household? Yeah.
Damn!
You can have 8 plants. But you can only get so much at a time. I don't know how much.
Sorry, just confirming, you get 1 specialty or 3?
3 specialties. Well, 3 specialties. It doesn't have to be all be on the same skill.
Sure.
You just get to choose three specialties. Yeah, I read a study that was done, I think it was a European study, that showed cannabis use actually helped with blood sugar levels.
Oh.
So
We
it
had
can help with
medical
diabetes.
Because we had, the rule originally was for the first 3 years, the only people that could open stores were people that already had medical marijuana stores.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of people came here from other states to, like, open marijuana stores, but didn't read the law.
Yeah.
So they didn't work out.
Oops.
But I have an entire, like, 17 hospitals being built next to me. You join me.
No, Otis, not because you get the munchies. There was a study that just said that if you're diabetic, cannabis use actually helps lower blood sugar. I'm not sure why. Maybe it is because you get the munchies and you just eat smaller meals throughout the day. Fuck, I don't know. I just like study that says I should smoke dope so it helps my blood sugar. Fuck yeah.
It's probably a CBD thing instead of a THC thing.
Probably. But cannabis oil is legal here in Georgia, but not for diabetes. I'm like, God, bastards.
We have edibles, but they made the edibles a bit more strict because people were like eating all of the edibles.
Ooh. That's always fun.
We're like, it says to only eat an eighth of a cookie, but I'm gonna eat 7. That's not a good idea.
Yeah, 1/8 of a cookie, but I'm gonna eat the whole fucking batch.
Well, and they were like, law was like, the government was like, really, you're going to tell a person to eat 1/8 of a cookie? Maybe you make it a cookie.
Wait, 1/8 of a cookie doesn't say how big the cookie has to be.
That's true.
Because you can get those giant pizza pans and just cover it with
make it a cookie.
Yeah, cover it with aluminum foil so the dough doesn't cycle through, but just make a giant fucking cookie.
Yeah,
and then eat 1/8 of it.
We voted on medical marijuana last year, and I think that goes into effect this summer.
Ooh.
Where we can now have open stores and whatnot, but I think for personal, I think 2 plants per person, up to 12 per household, I think. Nothing about blooming, though.
Yeah.
Okay. I just think it's crazy that we still have freaking stigmatized pot.
Well, you can thank Reefer Madness for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. It was a marriage of crazy.
Yup. You got your specialties there, Alicia?
Need to figure out one more.
Okay. Detecting lies and undercover work. Ooh. Oh, if you could, I should have asked this beforehand, Under the specialization, can you, like, in parentheses behind it, put what skill it applies to?
I did that just because I wouldn't remember.
Okay, good. Because when you roll that particular skill, this specialty will give you a +1 to your dice pool. So, unless you're going to look it up every single time.
I do have holistic awareness, Dan. That's one of my merits.
Alrighty. Good deal.
Having to take Colorado history 700 times has been helpful. I never knew. Use all sorts of things, like yucca, like aspirin.
Holistic. Oh yeah, that's like plant knowledge and shit. To like, I'm gonna mash up this root and it's gonna be an anesthetic.
Mm-hmm. Yucca can be used. The random information I remember from elementary school is yucca can be used as aspirin. It's real smelly.
Yeah. All right, you good, Alicia? All right. The next thing you get to choose is what these guys were sticking on for a while. There is your merits. So you get to do up to 7 points.
Keep talking.
Oh, you can hear me still. Okay. She just left. You get to do up to 7 points worth of merits. And those start on page 44? 44 physical book, 45 maybe in the PDF. And it says 7 points because some of the merits cost more points. And then just, pay attention to what the prerequisites are.
Sure.
And there's a lot to choose from.
Oh, it's kind of just the one that you said you hated?
Huh?
You said there was one where you didn't say you hated it, but it's just like, oh, you can ask the storyteller, da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, that was common sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Although, I think I might not. I think I might change now that I'm looking at this again.
If you do, I won't begrudge
you won't be sad?
I will not be sad. Because common sense used 3 points.
Yeah, it does.
Ugh.
But then for medical, it's like I should also have professional training and status. So I might have to change to status.
Also, Alicia, if you didn't catch the first part of the stream,
I did not.
I have the donation amounts for Chronicles of Darkness down below. So $2, you can purchase a D10 dice to add to a player's dice pool. So the example we used with Chris was, if you want to pick up something heavy, it's a combination of strength and stamina. So you would roll that many dice, your strength plus your stamina, and if somebody had donated an extra die, you could add that die into your pool and increase your chances of success. $5. The only caveat I had for you picking your merits is no supernatural merits.
Sure. I don't think anything I'm looking at right now is supernatural.
Okay. Yeah, they have their own section for supernatural merits and combat merits. $5 gets the player a one-time use of a merit. $10 gets them a one-time use of a supernatural merit. And $15 gives a player Dr. Emmett Decker's Cure-All Concoction. Which will heal all your hurts.
Ooh.
Except for my consumption.
Except for her consumption. Except for her consumption. Alright, let's see what characters are named. Oh my god, where am I going? Oh, Nymphadora's playing some D&D tonight too. I forgot about that.
You know what? I think we're going to do a little bit of a switcheroo. Wait, no.
Oh, Fort Vasquez. Yeah, I saw that.
Switcheroo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly abandoned.
It's just it is a
Wait.
Colorado State Patrol like.
Oh yeah. No, I read that, and I saw the name of one of the residents of Othello Ostrander. I'm gonna make that an NPC. And whether you're meeting the real one, you'll never know because Census put him in Fort Vasquez and Georgetown the same year. So I think I'm like, is that the first case of identity theft?
It's on the way. I went to college in Greeley, and so going back and forth, it's where because the Colorado State Patrol have a like outpost inside the museum. That's where they sit and like get kids on the weekends going back and forth to school.
Of course.
They hide behind the fort.
Wow. Jerks.
They are jerks.
Yeah, I read about this one. I was like, oh yeah, we'll take that guy as an NPC. They might run into him.
Ooh.
Who abandons a fort? Americans. Duh. Forts are for life, not for Christmas. Jesus. Americans, we abandon forts. Fuck those forts when they fall apart and shit.
We use the forts and then we name all of our streets after all the Indians. Native Americans.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah.
I have people call me all the time for like what I do. We have to do county work and people trying to pronounce our counties. Like, what are you saying?
Yeah, everything up here is all the Native American names.
Everything here are Southern general names.
We have a street called, it's spelled Galapagos, like Galapagos Islands, but it's pronounced Galapagos, and it drives me insane. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to pronounce native names. Yeah, I mean, for any of my viewers who happen to be Native American, I apologize now the fact that I will fuck up every goddamn NPC that is native names. It's gonna happen. And I apologize now. Some of my NPCs are going to be racist because this is right after the Civil War. And while I will not use racist terminology, I will use terminology that lets you know it's supposed to be a racist terminology.
Yeah. This is supposed to be bad.
I'm not gonna drop any inappropriate words, but other words will be said in the tone that lets you know that that's what that's supposed to be.
I have one dot, and I don't know where I want to put it because I changed it. My stuff.
Way to go.
Ooh, that would be work. That's useful.
Okay. I can't believe 6 people are watching us make characters. There's nothing going on. It's just our faces and some conversation.
Yeah. I have enough English names and I'm English. Yeah. No, so the Brits were trying to make me pronounce your place names before I went there, and screw that. I can't pronounce any of your names.
Wait, what?
The English name, British names, none of them are pronounced the way we would pronounce them as Americans.
What, you can't pronounce Yorkshire?
Well, Yorkshire's fine, but I don't remember what they were trying to make me pronounce. They were trying to make me pronounce Welsh names, Gaelic names.
Oh yeah, no.
Blame them for your presents. Thanks, Travis. I appreciate your presents. Same with Diane.
Blame them for your presents. I mean, okay.
It's
Give her disadvantage
only
all of her rolls.
2:45 in the morning. At least it's Friday.
Oh, yeah. Oof. You're listening while looking over other things. Ooh. Oh, that's right. You're getting your encounter ready with the I read your comment about the Vine Lord and the was it moss or lichen? I can scroll up and I can read it. Cave light moss, sporadically, a Vine Lord, and somebody's car alarm is going off with a druid. Oh, really? You should have left it on. Uh-oh. What'd you post, Chris?
Weatherman saying a Welsh name.
Oh.
God.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no.
Okay.
You good?
Yep.
You got your thingamabobbers done?
Yep.
Merits? Sweet. Alright, so the final step, step 7, advantages. Which the sheet already calculates for you.
Okay then.
Yep. Advantages are willpower is equal. Just double check it to make sure it's actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. Willpower is resolve plus composure. I think it's going to use most of your attributes for this. It should automatically calculate correctly. Health is your size plus your stamina. So everybody's size is medium, so your size is 5 plus stamina. Speed is your strength plus dex plus 5.
Okay. Speed is
I don't even see speed on here. Oh, never mind. It's down there.
Bottom right hand side. Sorry.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mhm.
Initiative should be your dexterity modifier plus composure. Unless you're Chris and took that merit several times.
Sure.
Defense is the lower of wits or dexterity, plus athletics.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
So Emily's character has a defense of 2. Leash's character's a defense of
2 as
3.
well, shouldn't it?
Wits or dex plus athletics.
So wits is 1 and athletics is 1. It should be 2. But it was
here, let's add 1 to wits and remove 1 from wits and see what changes it. No. If we add it back, does it change it? Yeah, it makes it 2. Oh, it might not count that free wits.
That's right, probably. Okay.
Because it's not an actual point, it's just a freebie.
Okay, makes sense.
Which, it doesn't say it shouldn't count the freebie. It just says, defense is equal to the lower of your character's wits or defense plus his or her, you fucking book, athletic skill.
His athletic skill, but her vices.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be tripping.
Yep. No, this publisher's gonna get an email from me. Onyx Path. If anybody at Onyx Path watches this, expect an email. A very harshly worded email. Alright, so the only thing y'all have left to do is, Chris, give me a real name for your character at some point.
I'll try and think.
There is a very nice cowboy name generator. under fantasy name generator.
Alright, I will take a look at that.
Here, I'll just put a link in the Twitch chat. There you go. Rest of you, like, maybe age your character? Put an age on there if you haven't.
Oh, yeah.
$27. Oh my god, you're geriatric for this time period.
I know, that's why I was like...
I suppose that's a good point.
It's alright, Chris is a geriatric too. He's 26.
I googled it. That was the average age of a Union soldier.
I know. And it's not old. I think, what was the life expectancy back in, like 50?
Something like that.
It's midlife, yeah. Alright, Alicia's 22. Emily's still 27. Alright.
I'm still 27.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I figure I have consumption and I was in the army and I was just... I'm old lady.
Yeah, it's alright. So, if you would like to, let me look at the sheet real quick to see where you could do this. Let me see your edit. You could, but then everybody can see it. Character sheet. Is there anywhere for a backstory? Oh, we need to figure out how much money you guys had, too. So you can actually have, like, you know, some stuffs. Like, weapons. If you wanted to, you know, have a weapon. No, we're not going to do that there, because that's just weird. God dang it, stop it. Over on page 3, in the upper right-hand corner, upper left-hand corner of your sheet, you can see settings, page 1, page 2, page 3. Alright, Yoshi, do well, kill your characters, it'll be great. Or kill your players' characters, it'll be great, it'll be awesome. Let us know all about it when you stop in again. Yeah, on page 3, at any either column's fine. You can actually at the bottom you can add another little box and just put like title like background or backstory or something to that nature, and just give me a little blurb about who the character is and whatnot, and where they're originally from. So, because where you're originally from may play a part in the story of the campaign. So, if you're from Illinois, it would give me an idea of, you know, were you part of the volunteer military or the volunteer regiments of Illinois, or were you blah 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 blah. So, and for the end of your background, you will have made your way to St. Louis and taken a train west into the Colorado Territory, which is where we will start the campaign.
Okay.
Now, why you're going west would be great to know. I already know why the doctor's going west. Gotta get that fresh Colorado air.
The dry air.
And then next Friday, we'll be doing another little session 0 so Jamisa can make her character. And hopefully I'll have read more of the book. I mean, hopefully it probably won't happen, but hopefully. Reading is hard, guys. Reading is so hard. No, I'm gonna try and get more red. So I can understand systems. But one of my friends is really big into vampires, so she kind of gave me the lowdown on how things work, so... Very quick lowdown. Yes, go west. You are now all country songs. They will very likely be referencing the book a lot, but luckily it's the system is big on storytelling, so hopefully I won't have to reference the book a lot.
Well, that's impossible for me to see. Mm-hmm.
Do what?
I was trying to look up a map so I could give like an exact place. They're real hard to see because they are hand drawn and then put in the computer.
Yup. Yup. What state are you looking at?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I guess I could just do Philadelphia. That would be easy.
1860s map of Pennsylvania. 1860s map of Pennsylvania. What? Holy balls.
Yeah, so I found one that exactly says 1860 Pennsylvania map, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's Jesus Christ.
I'm like, Well, I'll just do Philadelphia. Let's be easy.
There was a Nashville, Pennsylvania. Wait, no. This is not This is not just Pennsylvania. There's no way this is just Pennsylvania.
Maybe the Pennsylvania Territory.
No, it's the entire mountain system.
Oh.
So, like, I scrolled over, I'm like, wait, there's a Nashville, Pennsylvania? Nope, that was Nashville, Tennessee. Like, yeah, you know, things. What about you, Alicia? Where are you thinking about being from?
I'm gonna make it easy and say Illinois.
Make it easy and say Illinois?
Yep. Just gonna make that easier for myself.
So you're gonna, are you gonna be RPing an African American? Okay. So from Illinois, and made your way south to be a spy and help free slaves?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. I likes. Let me know, while you were being a spy, was your character at any point in time, owned? Or held in slavery?
Yes. I'll say
Okay,
that.
let me know where.
Okay.
And just make up a random name for the person who was doing that.
Sure.
Yeah, those maps are freaking hard as fuck to read. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Here's an 1867 map of just Pennsylvania. Holy shit! I can barely read the county names.
That's why I was like, I'm just gonna not. I'll just pick Philadelphia and make it easy.
Yep, that was totally round. That was absolutely around. Hand itches.
Wait, sorry, where was the background? Was there a background section in this sheet or no?
You have to, on the third page, go all the way to the bottom and click Add. And just name it background or backstory or something to that nature. I think I saw Riley was watching, but he has been lurking the entire time. Yeah, he's watching but lurking. Or he's here and lurking.
Can I be done being sick now? That'd be great.
How long have you been sick?
Since I was in Oklahoma. I've been perpetually sick for going on a week now.
Jesus.
But it didn't start getting really worse until yesterday, and today it was even worse. So I didn't go to work. I was just like, nope.
Is it all congestion, sinus, and like lung cookie?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, like yesterday it felt like my head was filled with cotton. It was a really rough work day.
Did you get a flu shot?
Yes, I did.
Because it's still flu season.
Yeah, but I don't.
I mean, I had the flu too, and I had 2 flu shots. So
I don't know. Maybe
it still happens. But you don't have like kill me now flu symptoms. You probably do have very mild flu symptoms.
No, it's not kill me now. Like it's still very annoying because again I've been like mildly sick for days. Now I'm like, oh, now it wants to get worse.
Yeah, I bet some jackass on a plane had it.
But that's the thing. Like I'm trying to think. Yeah,
some jackhole on your plane had the flu. Yeah. Who'd you fly with?
United. Cheapest option. A cheapest option. What do you want?
Yeah, that's because they kill dogs and give people the flu.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I care way more about people than dogs, and I'm a dog person. Like, that's sad, but it's like, that's not worth me getting mad about. I'm just going to be honest about that.
Sure it is, because United is responsible for like 75% of this year's dog deaths in flight.
United's a terrible airline. I would not fly United if I had a pet. Again, that's still terrible, but I'm not investing my energy to be mad about it.
I'm not a dog person. I'm furious.
And you have every right to be. Although I think it probably is a little worse for you because you're a pet owner, and I'm not. So I'm kind of like, that's sad. Next news story.
Yeah, speaking of that, Jamisa wants you to come visit Georgia so she can show you all of her new pets.
Which I'd love to, but, man, I'm going to be, like, sick until June because I am flying so much this month and next month. But none of them are, some of them are fun and some of them are unavoidable.
Yeah.
Upside, I will officially be in Canada till next year.
Oh, turn off all the air that blows on you. It's just blow the germs in your face.
Then it's too warm for me.
Oh, I can't. It's like it's just the turbid air blowing in your face.
I mean, you're absolutely correct. But it's way too warm for me if I don't.
That makes sense. I'm cold all the time, so I don't have that problem.
You always recommend Sinus Buster. I have never used it yet because you describe it as hurts like a motherfucker. Maybe if you didn't include that in the selling point.
I think it is 100% necessary.
Oh, it out of all the homeopathic things to try, this one actually makes the most sense. All it is just a liquefied cayenne pepper.
Oh, no.
That you basically snort into your nose, and it causes your sinuses to instantly open. It does burn for about 5 seconds.
I mean, that's essentially snorting pepper spray.
Yep.
Pretty much.
But it'll clear
At the end, does it work? It works really, really well.
Nope. I will be miserable and I will never use it. And your face to melt, yes. Sounds like torture.
Yeah, I'm figuring I'll have, basically the weekend to recover. Like, I have to do a couple DNA streams. Like, that involves me sitting in one place. That's fine.
Yes. Yeah. and looking miserable. Make sure tomorrow, for Luna, you like have a huge ass blanket wrapped around you.
I mean, she's quiet anyway. That's easy. She's quiet. Focus isn't on her. That's fine.
All right.
That's
so
cool.
everybody.
Claudia, be a little harder, but yeah, whatever. But no, and actually tomorrow I'm actually supposed to work the box office. I'm just gonna send an email like, "Hey, I'm still sick. Unless you would like me to infect everybody, go ahead and stay home." And I've done my required slots already, so it's not a huge issue.
Okay.
And actually, the night I volunteer for, they're like, "Oh, actually, you'll be like an extra person." I'm like, "Oh, well, you no longer have the extra person. Thank you."
Sorry. Yeah, Otis, I have sinus problems on the usual too, so it's not fun. But everybody's good with their character. Got a general idea what you're gonna do, how stuff's gonna happen. All right. Alrighty. Well then, I think that's where we'll call it this evening. It's 10 o'clock. This is usually where the game would possibly end, depending on what we were doing. I'd like to run a 2-hour session, but sometimes it goes over. Especially with some of the...
every time.
Do what? Sometimes they go over, because sometimes the Bloody Bucket stuff will, like, we've only got, like, 3 rooms left, let's just keep going!
I'm honestly trying to think of a session that didn't run over at least a little bit.
The first session almost ended right on time.
Yeah, see, almost.
Almost.
Always.
I mean, they're designed to be run in, like, 2 to 3 hours, so I figured, so next week we'll be back with these 3 jokers, and Jamisa will be making her character, and we'll be going over some more rules from the book. So hopefully we can kind of get some stuff going on there. Probably do some test rolls and whatnot. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Otis Law. If you decide my channel sucks, well, I mean you can unfollow too. That's an option.
You are a terrible salesperson.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am horrible at selling stuff, especially myself. I would be one broke-ass prostitute. See you back next week to do some of that stuff. I will be back on my channel tomorrow night playing some Brothers in Arms, killing some Nazis, and probably blowing myself up a lot. And then Sunday, Alicia and I will be back with some other folk to play Ezla the Power Within, the 5th edition D&D game that I still haven't planned for.
Don't tell
which is also run for charity. It's the same charity. It will be Autism Speaks. That'll be the charity for all of my role-playing games on my channel for this month and next month. If you would like to donate to Autism Speaks, you can scroll down to my panels. There is a banner for Autism Speaks down there. If you click on that, it'll take you to Tiltify. Make your donation. Say something in chat if you do, because the Tiltify alerts don't work. And I would like to thank you for your donation and let the players know what you might have purchased them. Or make you pick something for your $40.
Yeah. Give it 15 minutes. It's funny.
Wow, it was so hard.
It was. It took you like 40 minutes.
So hard. I wasn't prepared.
And yes, thank you so much for that. And for the a little bit further down is some information about what your donations can purchase the players. In this particular game, it'll be a dice with a dice pool, a regular merit use, a supernatural merit use, or the cure-all concoction. If you stop by for a 5th edition game, there's some information there that you can purchase for healing potions, advantage, disadvantage. I'm actually, you can purchase for against the players if you'd like. Please.
You don't have to do that.
And then if I run another D20 Modern game, there's some information down there, which I would love to run another D20 Modern game. That was actually really fun. That 1 month scaring the fuck out of you guys with spiders. I had so much fun doing that. I might do something for Christmas, for the month of December. Do a D20 modern game, maybe in my Saturday evening slot.
Festivus!
Yep, maybe you'll have to fight Krampus. I don't know.
Oh,
He's amazing.
Santa's been kidnapped, and it's up to us to save him.
What are we, Kiss?
Or that.
Be the Catman.
You're welcome.
Also, if you are watching my channel, you are earning in-channel currency, gold pieces for my channel. To check that, you can type !gold. And I have a few store things that you can purchase. Check that. I think it's !store. So good. I don't even know my own commands. Yay! But you can purchase puns from our local puntress.
Please don't do it today. We're about to end.
Yeah, don't do it today. She's also probably really not in the mood.
Not particularly, no.
Not particularly? Okay, we won't do that. But I also have in there the option where you can purchase, if you have enough gold pieces, some of my time to DM a game for you. 1 session, 2 sessions, and I think up to 4 sessions. It's quite expensive to do it for the in-game currency, so you just have to keep, lurking and hoarding those gold pieces. But, that's where we'll stop today. We'll go around, tell everybody who you are, where you're from, what you do, where we can find you, why you continue playing my games. Alicia.
Hey, I'm NNG9 on Twitch, where I live stream video games and swear a whole bunch. Not sure that's going to be happening this week, but we'll see. I'm also NNG98 on Twitter. You can give me a follow. I say random stuff. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's not. Obviously a player here, Friday, Sunday, for Esla the Power Within and Bloody Bucket / whatever Chronicles of Darkness game is going to be called.
It's right on the stream. It's called Legends of the West.
Whatever it's going to be called. Not switching pages.
It's even in Roll20.
I'm also a player in Tall Squalls campaign called The Vice, Saturdays 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Go ahead, check it out. All the characters I play are 100% different. I also play in 6. Next.
Chris?
I am Calpeeler on Instagram and Twitter. Mostly I just take pictures of wood, food, and alcohol. That's pretty much it.
Oh, phrasing. Emily.
Hey, it sounds like a good date night to me. It does.
I heard it as soon as I said it.
Oh no! Oh, I am Crimson Kitty on Twitch and Twitter. I do variety streaming at I Play Here on Fridays, and whatever D&D games people let me play with them. Usually, that's about it.
Cool. So if you guys want to find the information about the players, you can go down to my panels. There's a players panel where it lists all the players for all the games and links to where you can find them and pictures of their wood. It's more...
It is.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back next week with more character creation and gaming. Getting more knowledge on this system before we start actually playing in it. We hope anyway. We'll see you guys then. Y'all have a great night. And please don't be dicks to each other, because that's not good. Bye!
But everybody